If you are a first-time home buyer in North Carolina or a military veteran buying a home in North Carolina, then you may be eligible for $8,000 in down payment assistance with the North Carolina First Home Advantage Down Payment Program, which is offered by NCHFA in conjunction with the Martini Mortgage Group at Benchmark Mortgage. My name is Kevin Martini, and in this episode 116 of the Martini Mortgage Podcast, I am going to talk about this $8,000 down payment assistance program. That's why I'm calling it $8,000 for down payment in North Carolina.
This is the Martini Mortgage Podcast with Chief Mortgage Strategist Kevin Martini.
Many people believe to secure a home loan, to buy a home in North Carolina, you need to have perfect credit. Many people also believe that you need to make a very large down payment to get a home loan. Perfect credit and large down payment needed to secure a mortgage is just a myth. Fact. I have helped, and fellow mortgage strategist Logan Martini has helped, families secure a mortgage when their credit score starts with a 5. You heard me correct. Recently, I helped a family that had a middle credit score of 581, and this family was able to buy with a low down payment with a great rate, and now they own a home and they're paying monthly less than they paid for rent. Fact. You do not need 20% to purchase a home. Mortgage strategist Logan Martini and myself have low down payment programs. We also have no down payment programs, and we have down payment assistance programs too. Now, many people think that down payment assistance programs are myth. I am pleased to report it is very easy to find a down payment program with the Martini Mortgage Group. In fact, we have many of them. And in this episode of the Martini Mortgage Podcast, I want to talk about a very special one that is exclusively for first-time home buyers and military veterans in North Carolina, and it's called the North Carolina First Home Advantage Down Payment Program. Simply put, this program, if you qualify, and many will, you may be eligible for $8,000 in down payment assistance. There are 3 no's with this program. Number 1 no is there is no minimum investment required from the home buyer. Number 2 no is there is no asset limitation for the home buyer. Number 3 no is no home buyer can get back more than $1,000 at closing. If there has to be program no's, these are the 3 world's best in my opinion. Now, let me shift gears on who is eligible for the North Carolina First Home Advantage Down Payment Program. As a primer, there are 100 counties in North Carolina, and the Martini Mortgage Group services every one of these 100 counties with this amazing and what I think life-changing program. First, you must be a first-time home buyer, which is buying a new or existing property in North Carolina. Now, what many people do not know is that you can be a first-time home buyer more than once in your life. The definition is very simple. If you have not owned a home in the last 3 years, you are a first-time home buyer. Now, if you're a military veteran or buying in a target census tract, you may not need to be a first-time home buyer. Second, one must meet family income limits established for the North Carolina county you are buying the home in. So let me give you an example. The Martini Mortgage Group is headquartered in the capital city of North Carolina, which is Raleigh. Raleigh, North Carolina is in Wake County. The household income limit for the family is $92,000 for this program. Third, the sales price cannot exceed $290,000. Fourth, the home must be used as your primary residence and you must occupy it within 60 days of closing. Fifth, this program has a minimum credit score requirement of 640 and very aggressive to the industry guidelines as it relates to debt to income. Now, if you pair this with a government loan, the middle credit score is 660. Sixth, the seller can contribute up to 3% of the purchase price to help with settlement costs. Now, for more program points, myself and fellow mortgage strategist Logan Martini are here. Just give us a jingle by calling 919-238-4934. Let me give you a real-world example for discussion and illustration only. To keep the math simple, let's assume you are buying a home with a purchase price of $100,000 in a North Carolina county, and you are getting a conventional loan. Oh, by the way, conventional loans are also referred to as conforming loans. Conforming home loans require a 3% minimum down payment. That would be $3,000 in this example. You would use $3,000 of the $8,000, which is provided by the North Carolina First Home Advantage Down Payment Program for the down payment. Make sense? So I know what you're asking. What happens to the other $5,000? Great question. The other $5,000 is used to cover and help your settlement costs. Brilliant, isn't it? Now, let's look at the illustration in another way. You will have a first mortgage for $97,000, and you will have a second mortgage for $8,000 for the down payment assistance. However, the second mortgage will have no interest cost, and the second mortgage will have no payment. Yes, you heard me correctly. There is no payment required on the second mortgage, and there is no interest on the down payment assistance. Now, if you sell the home in less than 10 years, you have to pay back the $8,000, and in years 11 through 15, 20% per year is forgiven. And if you're in the home more than 15 years, it is all yours. This is an amazing program, and this is not the only amazing program that we offer here at the Martini Mortgage Group. Is this the right program for you and your family? I do not know, but I do know there is never a substitute for education, and I know that it should always be loan first and then go find your home. With that said, I invite you to reach out to myself, the Chief Mortgage Strategist at the Martini Mortgage Group, and my name is Kevin Martini, or to fellow mortgage strategist Logan Martini, and you can do this by dialing 919-238-4934. In addition, you will find that our website has a wealth of information about buying a home and securing the right mortgage. Our website is always open and available by going to www.martinimortgage.com. Again, that address is www.martinimortgage.com. Thank you for tuning in to episode 116 of the Martini Mortgage Podcast, which I have called $8,000 for Down Payment in North Carolina. Please share this episode with someone you care about, and thank you in advance for leaving a 5-star review.
The information contained in this podcast presentation is for general product information purposes only. Arklatex Financial Services, LLC, NMLS number 2143, doing business as Benchmark Mortgage, makes no representations or warranties of any kind expressed or implied about the completeness, reliability, stability, or availability with respect to the information, products, or services. All loans subject to borrower qualifying. Other restrictions may apply. Branch Manager Kevin Martini, NMLS number 143962. Branch located at 507 North Blunt Street, Raleigh, North Carolina 27604. Contact the branch by calling 919-238-4934. Equal housing opportunity.